I'm Trace Williams. Thank you for joining me for What Do You Think? Today's episode, Then Why, Mr. President? What is the reasoning behind the shutdown? Allow me to begin by asking a question. Would it have mattered what the president had done to fight the COVID-19 virus? It doesn't matter what decision he made, the mainstream media would have continued the negative press. Our president is under constant attack no matter what he does. If one looks without bias, it's easy to see. Have you ever sat back and asked yourself why? Or are you one of those who has a bias one way or another? If I place myself in his shoes, what do? Knowing that whatever choice I make, it's wrong. This may be a little unfair because I'm not under the constant pressure as he is, but I will attempt to accept his position as my own. 2 doctors come into my office and tell me I need to shut down the country. If I try to argue against them, then the media portrays me as not caring about the general population and their well-being, especially if hundreds of thousands of people die. If I close the country, then I'm a tyrant and a dictator. What do? Well, I think I close down the country and let the doctors take the lead and the credit for shutting down the country. This allows me to lessen my responsibility and place that responsibility directly on the shoulders of the doctors and the vice president. Now, while the country is closed down, what can I do? I can declare a state of emergency and allow the governors to sign on to that declaration. Through this action, I gain total control to perform certain tasks that I would not, under normal conditions, be able to complete. I show how federalism works by granting the governors the authority to run their states as they see fit through this pandemic. Some governors do a good job, some do a great job, but more importantly, others show what a taste of socialism is all about. Rather than create a verbal argument that would generate even more animosity and hostility towards me and my supporters, I allow the people to see for themselves what socialism is all about. Now, because I've already closed the southern border, for the most part, I can move the military to the epicenter of the outbreak, as well as other hotspots under the guise of the coronavirus. I do this for several reasons. Firstly, I do want to help those who are affected by the virus. Secondly, I want to secure the borders that are known for high trafficking areas, trafficking such as human, drug, and weapons. I also want to stop any risk of any potential attacker from entering our country as we concentrate on the battle with the virus. And one of the most important reasons to move the military, if not the most important, is to save the women and children that have been hidden away, that have already been trafficked and abused. In the meantime, I nationalized the Federal Reserve, which means that I am now in control of the monetary policy. This affords me the opportunity to control the economy and remove the strings from the people who have had that control for many decades. It begins the process of changing our complete monetary system. This event also allows me to show the people of the country the importance of self-reliance. If we make our goods here, then it does not matter what happens in the world. Our supply chain remains unbroken. While all of this is taking place, we can now concentrate on correcting our issues in the justice system. We will have no more 2 or 3-tier justice system. No one is above the law. No one. And if that is not enough, I will make sure to give money to every American who was forced to stay at home, to small businesses that were forced to temporarily close their doors, transportation companies so they're not forced into bankruptcy, and farmers for the same reason. Because I nationalized the Federal Reserve, and I am now the chairperson, I can print money and borrow it at no interest and allow the Federal Reserve to buy the debt in order to bankrupt it rather quickly. I will do this to put the American dollar back on the gold standard at some point in the future. I understand that there are some people who do not want to see me do any of these things. They are my invisible enemy. Many know these people as the deep state, the cabal, or the elite globalists. What I have done is severely cut off their money supply. They're the ones who wish to bring this country to its proverbial knees in order to establish a global government. I vowed that I would not let that happen. Not on my watch. There are many countries under the control of these folks who do not wish to be controlled any longer. I and my team are now the leaders in reestablishing nationalism around the globe. America first. Now, I know I'm still getting negative coverage through the mainstream media. Ask yourself why. Is it because the 6 companies that own those corporations are a part of the globalist elite? Answer that for yourself by doing the research on who is related to whom among the government and the media. My task is very complex. I know I will get criticism no matter what I do. Therefore, I will continue to clean up the mess within our country that has taken years to create. If I place myself in his shoes, I do all of this for you, the American people, and the country that has given me so many opportunities. It is the least I can do to repay this great country for all it has given me. Stand by. I have much more to do. I am Trace Williams asking you, what do you think? Thank you for joining me. Have a great day, everybody, and God bless.